was kind of shocking when Nintendo announced out of nowhere, after the massive success of their animated Super Mario Brothers movie and the idea that they're going to be doing sequels to that, it was kind of out of left field when they said, hey, by the way, we're going to have a Legend of Zelda movie, but it's going to be live action. Yet that was the statement. It was apparently in the works for quite some time. And now we know who the people are that are actually going to play the characters of Link and Zelda in this movie. Legend of Zelda live action movie cast Bo Bragason and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Zelda and Link. And what do you know it? Two very young actors who look like they very much can pull off those roles. The reason that it's notable that it seems to be a pretty good cast of relatively unknowns for this franchise is because a lot of the ridiculous rumors that were flying around beforehand and how terrible this casting could have potentially gone. And you see a lot of headlines like this today. The Legend of Zelda movie finds its Link and Zelda, and it's not the fan cast favorites you were expecting. I don't know about favorites. There are certainly a very passionate group of people out there online who desperately wanted someone else to play Zelda. But that's for interesting reasons. That is Hunter Schafer. Now, if you don't know who Hunter Schafer is, this is Hunter Schafer. Hunter Schafer is transgender. Hunter Schafer is a biological male. Hunter Schafer identifies as female. And there are a lot of people that desperately want it. By a lot of people, I mean a lot of freaks online that are very active on social media that desperately were pushing for a biological dude to play Zelda. And they are not very happy that it's not the case. Trans mob blasts Nintendo for casting a woman to star in Legend of Zelda movie. How crazy, right? How crazy that instead of casting somebody who is paid, untold thousands of dollars for hormones and surgeries in a desperate attempt to make themselves look like they're another gender, instead of casting someone like that, actually cast someone who is female. Crazy idea. The transgender mob pounced on gaming giant Nintendo for casting a woman instead of a trans actor as the lead in its upcoming film based on its longtime popular game, The Legend of Zelda. And yeah, Miyamoto put out the announcement, blah, blah, blah. Here's who's going to play. And I think those are solid castings. Obviously, hair a little different, need the hair a little different, but solid castings for Zelda and Link. Not everybody was happy. I'll never forgive them for not casting Hunter. Imagine caving into incels that are suffering from the male loneliness epidemic. Look, I don't care how much money and surgeries and stuff you've spent to try to make yourself look like a woman. This would not have been a popular thing. This would have been a fucking disaster for them if they cast a male to play Zelda. We needed Hunter Schafer as Zelda. For people who say Zelda isn't a man, Hunter's a woman. And Zelda's not human, too. She also just needs to be a Highland actor. All right. We got robbed. And the bigots can breathe a sigh of relief until adult Zelda is announced, that is. Now the antis who weren't even planning on seeing the damn thing can stop complaining. They had the chance to make a 100% perfect casting decision with Hunter Schafer and screwed that up somehow. I do love how the only pictures you see are of Hunter Schafer when they look the closest to this character, as opposed to a lot of other clips or pictures and stuff you can put out that aren't like professionally done, where you can tell something's just a little off. But a lot of people very upset that these two actors who actually look the part got cast, as opposed to doing it for activism. I saw Brianna Wu, fellow transgender, say, I'm sorry, this is silly. If anyone was born to play Princess Zelda, it's Hunter Schafer. The irony of saying that shit. The irony of Brianna Wu, right? Brianna Wu, trans, understand all that stuff. But the irony of Brianna Wu saying, if someone was born to play Zelda, it's Hunter Schafer. After Hunter Schafer has spent years with hormones and surgeries and like all this other shit to desperately try to get themselves to look like this, that they're born to play the character? It'd be a better casting as fucking Link. Let's just be honest. It'd be a better casting as Link. But no. Luckily, Nintendo did not fall into that trap. No pun intended. And they actually cast a boy and a girl to play Zelda and Link. And the trans mafia not happy about it.